Imagine a sweaty dishwasher in a bustling Los Angeles eatery, grease up to his elbows, whispering Elvis lyrics under his breath. One night, he steps onto America's Got Talent, channels the king himself, and leaves Simon Cowell speechless, his voice so flawless, the crowd erupts. This underdog's roar will give you chills. If heart-pounding underdog triumphs like this fire you up, smash that subscribe button now, hit the bell, and join the millions chasing the American dream with us. In the heart of Los Angeles, where the city lights flicker like distant stars against the smoggy sky, lived Manny Reyes, a 38-year-old Filipino immigrant whose hands were more calloused than a miner's from years of scrubbing pots and pans. Manny had arrived in the United States 12 years earlier, clutching a one-way ticket and a dream bigger than the Pacific Ocean he had crossed. Back in the Philippines, in a small barangay outside Manila, he had been a promising karaoke king, belting out ballads at local fiestas that left crowds cheering into the humid night. But poverty had a way of clipping wings. His father, a fisherman lost to a typhoon when Manny was just 15, had always said, "Mijo, your voice is your ticket out. Sing like the ocean roars." Those words haunted him as he boarded a plane to LAX, promising his mother and 5 siblings he would send money home and make it big. The American dream, however, greeted Manny with a slap. No record deals, no open mics that panned out. Instead, he landed a job at El Toro's Mexican Grill in Koreatown, washing dishes from dawn till dusk for minimum wage. 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts, his fingers pruned like raisins, inhaling the steam of sizzling fajitas and vats of refried beans. His tiny studio apartment in Echo Park reeked of bleach and unfulfilled ambition. Nights blurred into days, he collapsed on a futon that sagged like his spirits, only to rise again at 4 a.m. for the grind. "This is temporary," he whispered to his reflection in the cracked bathroom mirror, but temporary stretched into eternity. Money trickled home, $200 here, $300 there, but never enough. His mother's diabetes worsened, his youngest sister dropped out of school to work. Guilt gnawed at him like the rats in the alley behind the restaurant. One rainy Tuesday in 2018, everything changed. Exhausted after a double shift, Manny trudged into a 99-cent store for instant noodles. There, buried under dusty VHS tapes, sat a forgotten treasure, a compilation of Elvis Presley's greatest hits. He had heard of the king, everyone had, but in the Philippines, it was Michael Jackson or local OPM stars who ruled the airwaves. On impulse, he bought it for $1, popped it into the ancient VCR in his apartment, and pressed play. The opening strains of Heartbreak Hotel filled the room. Elvis's voice, raw, velvety, commanding, hit Manny like a thunderbolt. He stood transfixed, hips swaying involuntarily. By the second song, Hound Dog, he was singing along, mimicking the sneer, the swivel. His voice, untrained but naturally rich with baritone depth, blended seamlessly. For the first time in years, he felt alive. Elvis wasn't just music, he was freedom, swagger, the ultimate underdog who rose from Tupelo dirt to Vegas gold. From that night on, Manny became a man possessed. After shifts, when the restaurant quieted and his boss, grumpy old Carlos, locked up, Manny stayed behind. In the empty kitchen, under the harsh fluorescent lights, he transformed. He practiced in front of the stainless steel fridge, using it as a mirror. He growled, perfecting the lip curl. He studied YouTube clips on his cracked phone, analyzing Elvis's breath control, the way he owned the stage. Carlos caught him once, mid-jailhouse rock, and barked, "Reyes. Dishes ain't done." But Manny saw a flicker of amusement in the old man's eyes. Secretly, Carlos started leaving the back door unlocked later, muttering, "Don't tell nobody." Word spread among the staff. Rosa, the fiery waitress from El Salvador, became his hype woman. "Manny, you sound better than that pendejo impersonator in Vegas," she'd say, slipping him extra tacos. But doubt lingered. Manny's best friend, Tito, a fellow Pinoy driving Uber, warned him, "Bro, America chews up dreamers. Stick to dishes." Manny ignored him, but deep down, fear coiled tight. What if he failed on a real stage? His voice was his only weapon, but scars ran deeper than skin. The first twist came in 2020, during the pandemic lockdowns. El Toro's shuttered, Manny lost his job. Desperate, he took gigs washing dishes at weddings and private parties, anywhere with a sink. One night, at a lavish Beverly Hills event for rich influencers, he overheard talk of America's Got Talent virtual auditions. "They're scouting from home now," a guest slurred. Heart-pounding, Manny submitted a shaky cell phone video of "Can't Help Falling in Love." Weeks passed. Rejection email, "Thank you, but not for us." Crushed, he smashed his phone against the wall. But Rosa found the pieces, got it fixed, and forced him to try again. Elvis didn't quit after one flop, Manny. Fate twisted again in 2023. AGT announced live auditions in Pasadena. Manny's mother called, voice frail, "Mijo, the doctor says I need surgery. $10,000. I don't want to burden." He hung up, tears streaming. That night, practicing Suspicious Minds, his voice cracked, a sharp pain lancing his throat. He collapsed, clutching his neck. At the diagnosis, vocal nodules from overuse, plus a hidden polyp from years of shouting over kitchen noise. Surgery. $15,000 he didn't have. Rest your voice completely, the doctor ordered. No singing for 6 months. Manny laughed bitterly. Rest. With bills piling, he whispered Elvis lyrics to himself, defying the pain. But Manny Reyes was no quitter. He healed through sheer will, sipping warm honey water, doing silent vocal exercises from online forums. 6 months later, nodules shrank. His voice returned, not just intact, but richer, deeper, like aged whiskey. The Pasadena auditions loomed. Tito drove him there, grumbling, "This is crazy, pair." The line snaked around the convention center. Jugglers, dancers, a guy swallowing swords. Manny, in his one good shirt, wrinkled from the dishwasher apron, felt invisible. Producers sized him up. Occupation: dishwasher. Snickers. Song: Elvis Presley medley. Eye rolls. 2 minutes, max. Backstage, nerves hit like a tsunami. Sweat soaked his shirt. What if the polyp burst? What if Simon Cowell, the kingmaker with the acid tongue, shredded him? Next, the stage manager barked. Manny stepped into the lights of the Pasadena Civic Auditorium. The judges, Simon, Heidi Klum, Sofia Vergara, Howie Mandel, sat like gods. The golden buzzer gleamed mockingly. 4,000 audience members hushed. "Howie, who's this?" Heidi teased. "I'm Manny Reyes, from the Philippines, now in LA," he said, voice steady despite the quake inside. "I wash dishes for a living, but I live for Elvis." Simon leaned forward, eyebrow arched. Dishwasher to Elvis. Ambitious. Why him? Manny swallowed. Elvis was the American dream. Poor kid, made it huge. He gave me hope when I had nothing. "All right, SHOCKS," Simon said, arms crossed. Manny closed his eyes. Piano intro to Heartbreak Hotel. He opened with the growl, "Well, since my baby left me." Perfect pitch, timbre mirroring the King's 1956 Sunday record snarl. Audience leaned in. He segued to Hound Dog, hips popping, lip curling flawlessly. Cheers erupted. Then, the twist. Mid, "Don't be cruel," his throat tightened. The polyp shadow loomed, voice warbled, cracked on a high note. Gasps. Simon's face hardened. Oh no. Manny froze. Flashback assaulted him. His father's boat vanishing in the storm, mother's sobs, the plane to America. "No," he growled inwardly. He pivoted, not to stop, but to, "Are you lonesome tonight?" Soft, vulnerable, his damaged voice turning imperfection into raw emotion. Then, building, he unleashed, Suspicious Minds, full throttle. The crack healed mid-phrase, power surged. By the bridge, he owned the stage, sweat flying, audience on feet. Sophia screamed, "Ay, Dios mío." Heidi danced. Howie pounded the desk. Simon stood, mouth agape. That was Elvis. Not imitation, reincarnation. I've heard every impersonator. Yours is perfect. Flawless vibrato, phrasing. And that recovery. Genius. Standing ovation thundered. But twist 2, as confetti rained from Manny's imagined golden buzzer, Simon hit it, boom. Golden light exploded. Yet, backstage, Manny collapsed, throat swelling. Paramedics rushed in. The nodule burst. Doctors cried. AGT medics airlifted him to Cedars-Sinai. Fans outside chanted his name. The nation awoke to the story. Hashtag dishwasher Elvis trended. GoFundMe exploded, $500,000 in hours. Simon visited the hospital, phone in hand. "Manny, you're through to live shows. I'm paying for surgery myself. My father loved Elvis, he passed last year. You brought him back tonight." Recovery was brutal, voice silenced again. But PT and top surgeons rebuilt him. Live shows, Manny dominated. Quarterfinals, Viva Las Vegas, with dancers. Semis twist, rival impersonator, slick Vegas pro Lance Malibu, sabotaged his mic pre-show. Static crackled, but Manny ad-libbed a cappella, "Love Me Tender," winning over judges unanimously. Finals night, Dolby Theater. Top 10. Manny's mother flew in, surgery funded, tears streaming. "For you, Tate," he whispered, dedicating to his late father. He performed the ultimate medley, Blue Suede Shoes, 2, If I Can Dream. Voice peaked, pure Elvis soul. Confetti fell. Winner, Manny Reyes. Post-win, The Whirlwind, Vegas residency, $1 million prize, album deal. He bought a house in the hills, flew family over. El Toro's became Manny's diner, free meals for dreamers. Carlos got a raise, rose a manager. But the final twist. In his Grammy acceptance for Best New Artist, Manny revealed, "Elvis saved me because my father smuggled his records from American GIs. Tate taught me the first lick before he died. This is his voice through mine." Today, Manny headlines Caesar's Palace, but he still washes a dish now and then, keeps me grounded. From dishwasher to legend, proving the American dream roars loudest for those who never quit. From which part of the country are you watching this incredible story? Drop your city or state in the comments below: California, Texas, New York. Let's see where the USA is cheering for Manny.